Hi guys, welcome back to Sundays with Coach Shar. I am so excited to be back with you guys. It's been a long maternity leave, but I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and so I wanted to take my time to bond with her and get to know her and continue to get to know her because she's ever evolving, and really just take my time to enjoy that. And then also working on transitioning and coming up with direction for our channel and our time here. But I am happy to be back with you guys. So let's hop right into it. So today we're going to be talking about discipline and why discipline is important and how it can be rewarding. First things first, discipline is ultimately your follow-up on a plan. You following up and following through on whatever the plan is that you made for yourself. First thing that comes to mind when you think of discipline is like working out and eating right, being disciplined when it comes to that. So if you set up a routine, this is what you're going to do, this is your regimen, actually consistently doing that thing regardless, in spite of, but following through, doing it. That's your discipline, right? This is important to have that. I think that that's something that we very easily breeze over when it comes to being disciplined, especially as it translates to you wanting to start your own business or even take your business to the next level. You have to have discipline because ultimately you're not going to necessarily always have a cheerleader. You're always not going to necessarily be motivated by your passion. So when you lack motivation and when you lack a cheerleader and when you lack the drive and the ambition to do what you need to do on those days, because those days are going to come, ultimately what's going to push you through is your discipline. The decision that you made to do something and continuously following through on what you decided to do. So you want to make sure that you are very disciplined in your decisions and what you're doing, especially when it comes to establishing yourself as a new business owner, or like I said before, if you're trying to take your business to the next level. Define what it is that you're trying to obtain off the bat. Okay, this is what I want to do. Come up with a plan, how we're going to do that, and follow through on that plan. Don't make excuses. I know that life happens and things come up, but get back at it. Start over as many times as you need to, but ultimately stay the course, get to where you're trying to go. When it comes to business, if you're a person and you currently work a 9-to-5 job and you are always late for work, don't think that because now you're the owner, you're the operator, like you're the person, that you're going to automatically just transition into being this person that's on time because you're working for yourself. No, that's a behavior that's been there. So that's something that you have to address and get back on course with. So practice who you want to be now. Even if you're not, you don't even have your business open, you don't know what your idea is just yet, you're not sure how it's going to come to fruition, practice who it is you want to be now. Don't wait till you're like, okay, now I'm going to do it, because it's going to be very hard for you to transition into something that you wasn't accustomed to doing even before. Another thing that we have to think about when it comes to discipline is spending and saving. If you're a person who doesn't budget now and you just kind of spend, or you just go with the flow, it's going to be really hard for you to have checks and balances when it comes to managing your money for your business, because you're going to have operating costs. You're going to have, employees potentially. You're going to have things that have to get paid and taken care of. And so if you're not accustomed to running off of a spreadsheet or some type of QuickBook or something to tell you, hey, this is where my money goes, it's going to be hard for that to then translate to business, because you're going to be spending as you get it in. So practice those things now. People are really big on right now is talking about is business credit. Business credit is great. Absolutely great. It's wonderful for funding your business and doing the things that you need to do. But if you're not disciplined in your own personal finances as it stands right now, don't think that just because you start a business or you're going to the next level and you're building this business credit for your existing business, that all of a sudden you're going to be disciplined and you're going to be a changed person. it takes a while to break habits that have already set in. So again, practice the person that you want to be. Okay. If you want to be a person that's on top of your finances, if you want to be a person that's meeting your deliverables, if you want to be a person that's, setting high standards for yourself and following through, that all comes with discipline. So start practicing that now, like now, today. Okay. You don't have to wait for the new year to come around and say, okay, I'm fresh started. No, start today. Whatever it is that you've been putting off and saying that I'm going to get to it, I'm going to get to it. No, go ahead and do it. Get it done, get it out the way. I find that even with myself, I take more time talking myself out of a task than it actually takes to do the task itself. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is your why. Because yes, discipline is important, but sometimes what helps with that is knowing why you're doing something, okay? So figure out what it is that is your why. Like, why do you want to start this business, or why is it important that this business goes to the next level? What is it that you're trying to obtain? A lot of people are like, oh, I'm so passionate. It's my passion. I'm passionate about it. And that's perfectly fine. I'm with that. I believe in that. It's ultimately, at the end of the day, even if you're passionate about something, it requires discipline to keep that thing going. Like, you can be a serial entrepreneur. You can have several things going on. But the key to getting that thing going is, one, discipline, and two, finding people who support your vision and having a good team, because you are only one person. So structure to support that. So, you can do all things with help. So let's just put that out there. And then also, too, you're your own measurement of success. You don't have to base it upon what you see somebody else doing, or even if they're in the same industry as you. They're not your measurement. Your measurement is you. You are your own measure of success. So don't feel like you have to slap a LLC on something and be like, yeah, now I'm successful. It doesn't take that. Sometimes, like I said, it's just whatever it is that you're trying to obtain. If you're able to do that, you are your own measurement of success. So do not, feel like you have to be forced into one area, or pick one thing. Like, if you have a reason to back up everything that you're doing, like your why is this and your why is that for this, that's perfectly fine. Again, just make sure that you have the infrastructure to support that, and ultimately make sure that your discipline is in place so that those things can continue to move and thrive. I want to be transparent and honest with you guys. I'm not going to always tell you something that's brand new, fresh out the box, that you haven't heard before, because there's nothing new that's under the sun, right? Ultimately, it's about finding a reliable source that you trust, and a voice that makes sense to you, and who you can relate to. Okay. When I scroll through YouTube videos and I'm listening to people, not everybody's voice captures me or gets me in, which is why, I decided to do what I do for me, because I feel like there is a demographic attached to everybody. And at the end of the day, what may not be good for one person could be good for another. So my voice may not be the one that other people are able to, okay, let me tap into that, but it may work for somebody else. And so that's perfectly fine. But a part of that is my why. I want to be able to assist people who don't necessarily have that person or that voice, right? So that's my ultimate why. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me fueled in pushing through. It has to be, your why has to be more than money, guys. It has to be more than just a come up. Because like I said, on those days when money isn't coming in, or it's a slow month, or something else is going on, or example, we had a whole pandemic, people change their whole entire life because they had a moment to kind of sit back, not go into work, and figure out what it is that people what you actually want, as a person in this life. And that has really changed the trajectory of a lot of things, because even the job market now, like, there are jobs out there, but people are not necessarily wanting to get right back into them, because they figured out, hey, there's something that I'm more passionate about that I want to go ahead and do because of this. So it has to be deeper than money. Money is great. Money's gonna come. I promise you it will. But at the end of the day, why you're doing something, why you're deciding to start your business, why you're deciding to go to the next level within your business, it has to be more than just money. It needs to be something that you have a personal attachment to, that's ultimately going to fuel your passion, that's ultimately going to create you a drive and a motivation that hopefully supports, that is hopefully supported by discipline. Okay. With social media, it's easy to feel like any space that you want to get into is oversaturated. It's like, oh, somebody's already doing it. Oh, they're doing it over here. Oh, they already doing it over here. Like, I get that, even myself, sometimes I feel like, okay, somebody's already seeing this stuff. Somebody's already talking to these people. What am I doing this for? But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you understand that your people are assigned to you. Okay, so even if it's 50 people down your timeline selling bundles, sell your bundles, because your why is different from their why. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to kind of have that and wrap that all in together, is because you don't want to necessarily feel like, okay, I'm in this industry and it's oversaturated and there's nothing I can do about it. No, you want to be able to say to yourself, well, I'm in this industry and there's a lot of people in here doing it, but my bundles are this, they're special because of this, or I understand this because I went through this. And so I want to be able to provide this for somebody else. So just finding your niche is what's going to ultimately set you apart. And then, like I said, your customer base, your people are going to find you. So you don't have to worry about that. But it's important for you to be authentic to who you are and what you represent, so that you can attract those right people. Okay. So that was kind of a lot. I know, we have been gone a little while. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a bit to consider and think about as we go into the new year. Guys, I'm back. And excited to be back. So next Sunday we'll reconvene. I have a couple ideas of things that I want to do coming into the new year. One of the big things that I want to do is building Business Credit from scratch, and kind of showing you guys the process of doing that, because truth be told, you can pay somebody to do it. When I worked in credit repair, a lot of people want help with their business credit, and we did seminars and things to teach them about that, because at the end of the day, when it comes to business, you want to know a little bit about everything. You don't have to be an expert, but you want to know a little bit about everything. So then prepare yourself. Figure out your why, be disciplined, follow through on whatever it is that you said that you were going to do. And then figure out what your niche is. What makes you different, what sets you apart from all the other people who are doing what you do or attempting to do what you do. So until next time, guys, be sure to follow me on social media. I am on Instagram and Facebook at Shar the Business Doula. And if you like this video and other videos like this, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you're there. But again, it's good to be back with you guys, and I can't wait to continue to share, grow, and develop. Have a great day. Bye.